Good afternoon everybody, what's happening? Welcome along to PBE. This is Parabolical Esports League 2 action, rounding up the weekend at Spain, round 9. We are currently all in the lobby, so get started straight away. Let's let them know in the Discord. Like I say, I hope everyone is well and had a fantastic weekend. Just want to let everyone know now we can ready up. Just the 18 drivers today. To get into the lobby. Sorry, to ready up, get the stream on. There we go. Messages in the Discord, we're just waiting for them. I'll quickly run through the grid while we're doing so. So we've got the Mercedes team with Big Boy and Scooby Stew, and then we've got Red Bull with Senna and Bearded Dave, McLaren with Yash and Ruthless Venom. Only one Aston Martin driver currently on the grid, that's Curly. Jonesy and Broken Arrow, well, obviously the constructors leaders at this moment in time. There in the Alpine, I've got Ferrari team of Styles and Peter, Mechanic and Banana Buster make up the AlphaTauri team. Andy Lou's on his own the day. Tuner's missing, so he's representing Alfa Romeo solo. I've got Nizzy and Page in the Haas. Got Mini Ramsel and Swanshanks in the Williams. So again, we'll just, there we go, the counter started. So we'll get this race underway. And let's hope we can get a few more drivers finishing again this week. Quite a few DNFs. This track isn't going to be good for traction at certain points. Coming out of turn 2, seeing a lot of spins there. Got a lot of background noise going on, so I'll try to turn that down there for you. So here we are, Q1. Probably going to have a bit of a delay, I'd imagine. Oh, see, very few times we actually don't end up with this 40-second glitch in Q1. Nevertheless, drivers will be having a look to see the weather report, getting the strategy, getting the setups in. So we'll just give them a quick minutes to do that. So, before we get underway, we'll have a quick chat about the standings. Obviously, anyone paying attention to this division will know Jonesy is currently 28 points in the lead. And we're having Nizzy, who picked up his second win last week. He's up to 94 points. Senna dropped down to third last week as he was missing. He's on 71. So he needs a couple of race wins to be catching up to Jonesy pretty quick as we come to the halfway point. Broken Arrow's been holding his own in P4, but he's being caught now. He's only 10 points ahead of Page in 5th. Again, Page driving a lot of reserve races, getting plenty of practice in. As we see, Mini Ramsel come out after nearly 2 minutes. So I'm going to assume there's the glitch going on. And we've got Ruthless Venom in 6th, Maniac in 7th, Andy Lou is in 8th, Swan Shanks is in 9th, and Banana Buster rounds out the top 10. I say bottom 9, as there is a open seat in the Alfa Romeo, the Aston Martin at the moment, sorry. So we've got the 2 Ferraris of Peter and Styles, they're in 11th and 12th respectively. Got Bearded Dave, Scooby Stew and Big Boy, the 2 Mercedes drivers, 13th and 14th. Bearded Dave, 15th. Mini Ramsel is in 17th. And we've got Curly, who's only into his second race, but he's in 17th. Already got a point though. And the 2 drivers yet to score this season are Yash and Tuna. So Tuna missing again this evening, so he's not going to have a chance at all to put any points on the board, but got to be having a look at Yash, should be picking up some points soon. Don't want to be getting the wooden spoon in this division. It's looking a bit overcast today. Let's find out. Go. That's your standings for the drivers. We've got plenty of cars out on track, but leading the way is Mini Ramsel. And just let you know, on the Discord, apparently put a time in of, I think it was, of 1 minute 16. I don't think we'll see it straight out the gate because of the cold track and whatnot. And showing off a touch, so we're expecting big things from him today, so we're keeping an eye on him as we go. Anyway, he's going to have plenty of TV time as he's coming through the end of sector 3 now. There's Chicane, he obviously is the killer. Get this wrong and he can mess up your whole hot lap. He seems to have navigated that alright, and off he goes. Oh, he's going to get a bit of a slipstream from the car in front there. And he puts the first time in of a 1:17.482. That's good stuff there from Mini Ramsel. There's an invalidation. Oh, and Senna though, he's just gone 500ths better. And Senna in the Red Bull has gone to P1. Peter has invalidated. We've got Yash, who's... Nope, he's took a spin. So Styles is in the pits. He's up that he's not this week. He isn't going to put a time in. He's going to start at the back, so it's not Page. It's teammate Nizzy. He's going to come across the line. He's going to go through from a P1 with a 17.3. So he's nice times off the bat already by these 3 drivers. Big Boy and Yash there. Yash was seen take the spin, so I'm not going to count that. Big Boy 1:19.1. More time to come from him. Is that Swanee next? Yep, so Swanee through the final chicane. Oh, he didn't like that, so he's going to head straight into the pit. We've got an Alpine next. Broken Arrow. Of course, both Alpine drivers last week making the podium. Double podium for them, some fantastic points, but it's only a 19.3 from Broken Arrow. Need to see more time from him as the Maniac goes in 18.7. Again, already the 17s are looking safe. The other Dave with a 19.3. So Ferrari next. Peter, he hasn't invalidated and he's going for it. Round the final corner, down the straight, and he goes P5 with an 18.8. So again, that's a second. That's 1.3 seconds between third and fourth. So you've got to think the top three already have just done the job already. And just sit there. They're not going to be beat by the looks of it. So Mercedes come around. Oh, there's a big boy coming into the pit. So we've got both. We'll never look at Ruthless Venom though, as Yash jumps up to fourth, but Ruthless Venom takes fourth off him. Where the 17.5s, again, gaps there between the fourth and fifth. What's that, 9/10 there. So is that a sign of things to come early on? Obviously the guys in the 18s have got to be finding more time. 17s are looking like the benchmark. Oh, who's that? Maniac just gone a bit better there with a 17.9. The other Dave, I think he gone a bit better. He did with an 18.5. I think he's going to be on the threshold though. But now we're in the pits. Jonesy is only on his out lap. He's going to start his lap now, so we're going to ride on board with the league leader. He's coming down the pit straight. There he goes, takes that left wheel off to swing it right. This exit is all important, coming out to turn 2 into turn 3. Does he let up the throttle? No, he's got it flat out, so he's got a good confidence going down there, breaking it down into fourth gear. So easy to run out wide there. Getting it down into second gear, yeah, half throttle there. Nice and straight on the exit. Now, this is a tricky one for me. Getting the traction coming out the turn. There you go. And he's out straight away. So Jonesy. Well, the one thing he's going to do, if he wants to win this race today, he's going to have to do a last to first. So he is going to start dead last. That's so unfortunate there for Jonesy. But that's one of the killer curves, and just at the start, well, halfway through the second sector, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, we'll jump on board now. Page is on our out lap. That'll be Jonesy in the comments, no doubt. It's having a go at us. Kiss of death. Vintage, you put your oh, Swanee taps. Takes a spin and taps his front wheel. Oh, you don't want to stand there too long facing the wrong way, mate. You're going to get DQ like you did last week. Is he back into the pits? I think he might be back in. No damage there. He's going to be putting a bit of a slower lap in. He's going to be fighting it straight from the off. Again, we've got both the McLarens just following each other around. Yash has put plenty of fuel in this car. He's backing off this lap because he's going to be saving up some airs. As soon as this Venom comes into the pits. Andy Liu will missed his lap, but if he's going again, we can catch the end of his. Well, missed the end of his first lap, but his second lap now. Oh, he's well down, so this will be the lap he's going for. Who's that? Peter on his out lap facing the wrong way. Again, it's that corner we've just seen Jonesy lose it at. Curly moving out the way, so straight back to Page then. Again, Page, good form in recent weeks. Doing very well, making it to Q3s, finishing in the top 10s. Observing, so let's hope she can emulate our P4 last week. So Page round the final corner, foot to the floor, finger to the flat of the pad, and that's an 18.4 for Page. That puts up provisional P8. So looking down the bottom, only going to be losing one driver now. as the Maniac has retired. At the minute we're Broken Arrow and Banana Buster in the 19s with Big Boy, excuse me. Swanshanks puts in a 120. Obviously that's because he had an absolute stinking spin at the end. If that makes any sense. He had a stinking spin. He goes a bit wide there though, Swanee, but keeps it valid. Keep an eye on that as he's coming through. Oh, it's not Big Boy. It must be Scooby Stew. Yes it is. He's going to start his lap. So, Broken Arrow. Can he get this Alpine? Oh, he's only on an out lap. Page again then, is it? Yeah, back to end of sector 3 for Page. Is she going to put another time in, or is she going to just come straight in the pits? Yeah, coming in the pits, really slow there, going through there. Very nice. Curly, is he? No, he's invalidated, so he needs to go again. And off he goes. Banana Buster, again, in danger at the moment. I think he's got a lot. No, he's down on his time as well, so looks like Banana Buster struggling at the moment. Swanshanks, red fuel light is flashing, but he's going to set the time. That's only a 19.6, 1.1 ahead, better than his last time, but he's still in danger down there, Swanshanks. Still plenty of time left in this session though. Scooby Stew, we're going to ride on, have a look at him as he's coming through sector 3 now. Yellow flags, that'll be for cars. Slowing down, although Bearded Dave looks like he's just done what Swanee's done. Did he have a spin there? I think he might have done, but anyway, Broken Arrow in that danger area. Sorry, it was Scooby Stew who were on, and he goes P11 ahead of his teammate, so that pushes Banana Buster down to 15th as Broken Arrow jumps to P10. That could be safe for him. Curly just needs to get the time on the board here. I'm just diving into the comments there. Curly, even afternoon mate, cheers for stepping in. Yeah, Styles saying he's starting at the back. He's not too confident here as he knows to Jonesy's crash, and Jonesy says, not at all mate, it's a weekly thing you two. Well, certainly on for the last to first challenge. It was that Jonesy Karma slapping you differently now. Oh, I'm assuming Jonesy's going to be talking to Albo there because I missed his. Rain at the end of the race says Mini Ramsel. So look out for that coming in a bit earlier though, because that's what seems to be. Well, that's an alright time there. Only a 10th behind Swanshanks is Curly. Swanshanks into the pits. So only one car going out. Unfortunately at this moment for Curly, it is him holding that position. But he's only a 10th, not even a 10th, half a 10th behind Swanshanks, so it's going to be interesting. Can he get it out? Swanshanks in danger. I think it's between these two guys. I think everyone else might be safe. Big Boy 7/10, well 6.5 tenths ahead of Swanshanks. He has to dig out a lot of time, these two guys, to get them Mercedes into the drop zone. Andy Lou though missed. He's jumped up to P3. That's a good time from him with a 17.4 as he says good afternoon. Jonesy's going to watch the football and it tells everyone to enjoy quali. Well, why not? Just make sure you're here on time for the race start. It's all good. So, Nizzy currently leads the session with a 17.3. Senna is retired in P2 for this session. Andy Lou safely through, but he's going back out for another run. Let's hope he can stay out of trouble. Mini Ramsel looking strong and qualifying again with a 17.4. Mr. Venom in 5th with a 17.5. Maniac knows he's safely through and not taking any chances in 6th with a 17.9. So the 17 into 17th for them top 6 guys there. Well done. We've got Broken Arrow 7th coming into the pits. Yash is going again. No, I suspect he is safely through. Banana Buster has improved himself up to P9. Page in 10th. Peter in 11th. Bearded Dave in 12th. Scooby Stew is in 13th. Half a tenth ahead of his teammate in 14th. Sunshanks in 15th, and Curly back out in and back out already to try to improve and knock Sunshanks and possibly someone else down. So we're going to have a look at Big Boy. So I think someone else, so he's going to navigate. There you go, gets it nice out of turn 1, that big long right hand out of turn 3 to finish sector 1, and there's a 10th up. So at least he'll get into the 18s there as Andy Liu. There you go, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yes, Andy Liu was safely through and he's crashed out at the top of that, on that right hand at the top of the little hill there. I forget what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn 9 I think it is. Yeah, he's lost it at turn 9 and now he's going to be starting in 15th position. There you go guys, just not taking no more chances. Right, so who we got? There we go. So Curly is about to start his lap. Can he push Swanshanks out? Swanshanks has invalidated, and I don't know about the timing glitch, but I don't know if he's got time to go again as he's just started sector 2. There you go, so as he's coming through that corner there where Jonesy's lost it, he's come up to turn 9 here, and this is where Andy Liu's lost it. So guys, both guys on good form of recent weeks, making it to the podiums. So we've got a car right in front of Swanshanks there, we've just seen it. That might have been Paige. Oh, probably Nizzy, because Paige was retired. Having a look now. Obviously the time has gone on my screen, however there is that timing glitch. So there you go, Swanshanks now has to make this count. So jump on board, but Curly is 5/10 down. Will it give him enough time to go again? He's going to have the fuel, so here we go. As Nizzy there comes into the pit, you just see on the right hand side of your screen there. So it's between these two guys now who is to go out at Q1. We know Styles is opted not to qualify today, and we're seeing Jonesy. Well, we didn't see him crash. Yeah, we did see him crash, didn't we? So you were seeing Jonesy crash, but we didn't see Andy Liu crash. And I've missed his first sector split time, but it doesn't matter because we're going to jump on board with Swanshanks because he's, there you go, he's 6/10 up. But he's always invalidated again. So that's his qualifying session over, so it's all eyes on Curly now. Where's he coming? He's coming up to turn 9 now. Gets nicely round there, DRS open. Slowing it right down. Can he get a good apex here? Yes, he does. It's good. Keeps, there you go. Keeps them left wheels on track. Slowing it down to straighten it up and really open it up. Onto that green AstroTurf there. Don't know if he'd have lost time. That's the what. That's the. There you go. He's lost a lot of time there. That's the one that matters. Too deep into that final part. I think he was down on his time, so I think that's P16 for Curly. Swanshanks there. Yeah, Andy Liu did have a Q2 banning anyway. As he's just mentioned in the comments. So He's like, yeah, mate, I've just, the penny's just dropped there, mate. The penny's just dropped. You're going to start it exactly where you would have it anyway. So, yeah, that's no. Andy Lou's going to be starting 15. Swanshank's going to be. Oh, Curly made it. So he must have been 3. He made time. Yeah, I really thought I saw the plus sign. Well done, Curly, into Q2. Has knocked Swanshanks down into 16th position. So yeah, Swanshanks is going to start 16th. Styles is going to be in 17th. And Jones is going to start P18. As Curly says, get in. There you go. As Andy Lou cheers for 100 bits. Classmate, well done. Thank you very much. There you go. Obviously, Curly getting better and better. Again, setting your own personal bests, mate. That's all we can ask for. Well, yeah, very well done indeed. So let's see who's going to venture out on the soft straight away to get a possible scrub run in. There you go. As you see, a lot of drivers. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we see a lot of drivers straight onto yellow wall tyres there. Is that Bearded Dave or is it Senna? Might be Senna coming out. Yes, it is. So Senna's going to be first out the pit. Strategy round here. Obviously, well, my Racing League 1, it showed up a medium hard. So for me, unless you're right at the back, you want to be starting on them mediums. But there was a safety car, which changed my strategy to a medium soft. So that's the strategy I'd done. I didn't do a lot of practice with hards around this track, so I don't really know. But I cannot see anyone making a one-stop soft to hards. I don't believe I've seen that in the last race. I mean, I could be wrong. I'll probably be pointed out, called out straight away if I am wrong, as I'm completely lying here, because it's Peter who flew out first. He was an absolutely mile ahead of Senna. As Curly says, sorry to Swanee. Nah, you're fine, mate. Don't. Jonesy will knock you. Just as well he's watching the football, mind. You'll not like you hearing, he'll not like hearing you say sorry to Swanee. There we go. So Peter first to start the time, and he is on the medium tyres. There you go, drivers going as far left of the track there to really open up turn 1, to give yourself a good exit into 2, and controlling the throttle through 3, not to invalidate and run too wide. And that's a 21.9 first sector time for Peter. Again, you're taking every corner so delicately, is not on the throttle, so not to lose traction. All these corners, first 9 corners, so easy to lose it. There we go. So second, well, the short DRS zone, shall we say, the first one, the short one. Peter now coming into sector 3, over that little chicane. Keeps it tucked right in there, but I think his exit was a bit compromised there. No, it's these yellow policemen you need to stay off, but he went on the grass. Yeah, he turned too late there, I'm afraid. But he hasn't invalidated, so he did back out, and he's going to set his first time for 19.0. Yeah, got that last sector right, mate, and I think you're going to be laughing. So, big boy now, yes, it is, big boy. He's on the soft tyres. Has he backed out? It doesn't look like it. No, he has not. He's going to go straight through to the soft, so that's a potential 2-stopper for him. But look at that from Senna. Oh, sorry, what a turn, man. So it's a 19.0. Of course, it's a scrub time. Senna with a legitimate time on the mediums there. That's a good time with a 17.9. Slowing it right down there, Senna. That's a good. I'm more than confident that's a good enough time to get him straight into Q3. As we're seeing, Yash P2 now with a 19.5. Again, must have made a mistake somewhere coming through there. Validated. Oh, so we're just going to watch the Maniac there with an 18.6 jump up to P2. What can Pierre Dave do? He's just starting his lap. So we're back round with Peter again. There we go, Peter coming through the final chicane, is heading into the pits. That's fair enough. Nizzy. No, it's not Nizzy, it's Paige. Paige opted in as well. Is this a scrub run? I don't think it is, you know. But then again, I'm going to say it is because it's a 19.8. Seeing these at 19s and thinking that they're legit times. What an idiot I am. So, big boy coming into the pits. Also on board with Curly. Curly is on the mediums. That's a 20.2 for Curly on the medium tyre. Again. That's a white car now. There it is, but it's an invalidation from Nizzy, so he's going to go again and have to add an extra lap onto them times. This Venom has invalidated, so again 2 laps on them tyres without a time. Let's see Scooby Stew now, and he's going to jump up to P7 with a 19.8. Yes, nice little time there from Scooby Stew on the mediums. Mini Ramsel invalidated. Jump all the way around to the Haas now. There's Paige. Is she going to be just settling for that time? Yes, she is. There the tyres she's going to be starting on, maybe, or she might swap them over. I don't know how many sets of tyres she'll have. If she uses another set now, I think she'll only have one for Q3. I could be wrong though. Yeah, the game is killing the views today. But unfortunately, we've got to carry on. Excuse me. So two tenths quicker there for Curly. That's a 20 flat for him. As we're having a look, did I see any? I'm sure I did see some people jump. Yes, I did. Broken Arrow, he's moved up to, well, it was P5, but he's dropped to P6 with this Venom. There you go, he finally gets that time on the board. With a 17.7 for him. That's a good time now from the mediums. And to get back into the pits as slowly as possible, really, not to get any more away. As we've got Mini Ramsel now invalidated. Now he has to go again. So we've got yellow flags just showing up now. That more than likely be for guys with low fuel. So big boy, he's on an outlap, going again. Let's see if he can get into the 18s. I think he might be safe, but then again, what do I know? As we only have 4 going out. Oh God, excuse me. Yeah, he probably does need to try to get himself down there into the 18.7s, 18.8s to be safe. Although that's only going to get him one place. Times are so tight there. Yeah, but look at that as well. 100th of a second from ahead of Peter. So Peter out again, trying to find that time to get him up the board. Scooby Stew is going slow. Paige is in the pits, Curly's in the pits, and Nizzy coming out the pits or going, no, he's going into the pits. So Mini Ramsel, currently P14, not set a time yet. A lot cleaner coming through there that time. Around the final corner, get this time on the board. This time's going down, there you go, that's that's P1 for Mini Ramsel by 3 tenths. At least. Possibly 4. But that's a good time there from Ramsel. By the looks of it. Well, saying that, it's saying no laps. I was going to say he's going to have the freshest tyres, but quite clearly he'll not. He'll have 1 lap old tyres. So Peter has invalidated. Big boy possibly going again. There's Yash now. Just starting sector 3.
got around that big right hander there, okay. So again, so easy to run wide and lose it, spin. So look at this, is he on it? No, he's staying out. So he's liking this time, is he, Ash? And he's going to put it 2/10 quicker. Well done to him. With an 18-1. Knocking on the door of that 17-second mark, but nevertheless, you're still safe from me, mate. Especially with all these guys, although saying that, still 5 minutes left according to my clock. So that's Nizzy now getting to the business end. He's still on the mediums, so he needs to get this lap in quick. I mean, when is the point where it's useless to even think about going on the mediums after once you put like what 3, 4, 5 laps on them tyres? I don't know, but he's the driver, not me. So who we got next? So it is Nizzy going to start his lap. Yash is well down on his time, and Peter is well down on his time as well. So we're going to watch the driver currently in second place in the standings with an opportunity to close the gap to the leader. Oh, as we saw him get a snap there coming out of turn 1. He hasn't invalidated though, so let's see if we can keep going. He is half a second down, but we know he's got the pace, and I'm sure he's going to be able to get into Q3. He just needs to keep it between them lines, which again, he got close there, pushing the limits of the track every corner. There we go as he comes around to turn 9. Heavy braking zone into turn 10. There's sorry, turn 11. There's 12, 13. I've seen that inside curb split a few people out this game. Now it's keeping off these sleeping policemen, these yellow curbs. There we go. Turned that right in. Still going to be a good time from Nizzy. I still expect it to be in the 19s, possibly even better. There you go, it's an 18-2. Puts him up to P5 and safely through this session. So Curly going out on the softs to see if we can squeeze through into Q3. Page though is up to stay. Should not do that first. I wonder if no, you kind of change your tyre setup, can you? Anyway, then here we go. Pages on the hards. So he's through turns 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Ramsel accidentally put the softs on first. Here the last chicane. Says Curly, lose so much time. Yeah, any part of that final chicane you get wrong, you're losing it. You're losing a lot of time. Speaking of Curly, he's going to come round that final chicane now, and he's going to start a lap. So like I say, it is only Curly, his second race with us. Already picking up a point. Already into Q2. It's good to see from him. I've probably gone into the wrong car. Yes, I have. It's Paige. Where can Paige go? She puts in a an 18.5 to put a P6. That's a great time from Paige. So he's been doing a lot of practice in his Paige. There's Nizzy again. He's put another time in on them tyres. Nizzy and Yash up to 5 laps each now on them. Sure, that's what I mean. Surely now you've got 5 laps on them mediums. Well, like I say, they're the drivers. What do I know? So the next driver to come across the line is going to be Curly, and he's nearly a 10th up. So he needs a good sector 3 here. Although he will have time to go again, I do believe.
We've seen a yellow flag for drivers just retiring in the pits. That was better that time, and he kept them. Didn't go 4 wheels off. Curly on the soft tyres, and he's 6/10 quicker. That's a good time again from Curly, but he stays 14th. Scooby Stew hasn't had enough time, so he's going to start at least 13th. Curly has got time to go again and is going again. Peter is only 7,000th up, so he needs a good sector 3 here. It looks like Nizzy is coming into the pits now. Broken Arrow is ahead of Peter, so we're going to keep an eye on him. Again, Broken Arrow on their medium tyres. Going out the final corner now. And he is going to go nearly 3/10 quicker, puts himself into P10 for the moment in time, as the checkered flags have started to drop. So the Maniac has something happened to the Maniac. He was a lot higher up the grid before when I looked. Again, he's going to opt to start on mediums regardless, and he is going to start in P12. And it looks like, yes, Broken Arrow has been dropped into the bottom 4 by Peter. So we're going to have, I don't think, did Curly go better? Yeah, he went nearly a 10th better again there. So Peter is going to start on the soft tyres. And we'll have a quick look at best. That's that one, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, Peter is going to be the only driver starting the race in the top 10 on the soft tyres. So let's hope you can get a good starting position from Q3 to really maximise them tyres. As you can see, the only other driver setting a time on the softs was Curly, but Curly is going to start P14. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that. Scooby Stew in 13th, Maniac in 12th, Broken Arrow in 11th. And that's going to be your 4 drivers out of this qualifying session. So I mean, with the exception of Nizzy and Senna, the rest of the guys in the top 10, there's a race winner potentially. There you go. So Mini Ramsel, P1 in this session. He got pole last week, so he's due a win. Rooster's Venom, we know how good he is. He can string it together without pressure early on from the likes of Jonesy and even Andy Liu. If they can get a good lead on these guys, it's going to be interesting, this race. As Ramsel saying he ain't winning. Well, you can and you will one day, mate. Swanshanks is cheering you on now. I must have missed that the first time, but anyway, there you go. 1 driver through on softs, which is Peter. There's the guys just going out this session we've already covered. So like I said, people at the top of the show, Paige has been getting a lot of drive time lately, and you can see there a couple of weeks ago, even a month ago, you might have seen her through to Q3 on soft tyres while the rest of the field was on mediums, just as Peter has done, but this time you could say it's legit. She's through to Q3 and she's going to be starting on the same tyres. Yeah, massive improvements from Paige. Got another drama. I'd love to see on the podium someday, as I'm sure everyone else would as well. She's been doing absolutely great. As I say, Big Boy, is he going to get out first? I think it has. Of course, it's going to be Big Boy leading the way. We'll not put the tyres on because we know what tyres they're going to be on. Oh, that Williams has sneaked out, has it?
That's Mini Ramsel just sneaking his way out there. Oh, he's going to slow down, let Big Boy past. Oh well, after you, sir. No, after you. Oh, you're welcome, Paige. You've. I mean, you look at how easy you caught up with me and overtook me going into turn 1 earlier. I'm sure that was a nice little overtake for you. But no, it's true. It's true. It's really shown how much you're getting better with all this extra practice and track time. Can only do you good things. Anyway, like I say, I'd love to see you on that podium soon. Well, definitely sooner rather than later. So where are we at now? There we go. So we're just about to come through turn 14 now with Big Boy. See, even now you get the chicane wrong and it's going to compromise your next lap. So get that corner wrong. Good exit off your out lap to give you a good start on your hot lap. Oh, and that wasn't what he wanted. He's managed to keep it away from the. Oh, although his back end has gone into the wall there. I hope that's not too much damage. There you go. You know how bad that corner can be. So it's not the bearded Dave, so it's going to be Senna next. Quickly jump on board with Senna. Coming round now to go start into this little valley. Slowing it down. See, so confident over them curbs there, especially that inside curve and here. I mean, it's slightly darker, that green stuff there, so I don't know what substance it is, because you can see that's the AstroTurf. I don't know, it looks like some kind of drainage. Like green grate, like the bottom of a milk crate. I don't know, but he's navigated it well and so confidently has Senna, and he's getting all that. Oh, I don't know if that car just right at the end there, as he straightened up, it looked a bit slow, but that's a 16.8 from Senna into the 16s, man. That's amazing, that kidder. Oh, good banana buster. Got to be a scrub run. It's Yash on the 18s as well. That's a bit more respectable. Closing that gap. 17.5 from Nizzy, 17.1 from Ramsel. Senna's just gone stuff years. I'm going to go for it straight away. And that's some great times. Honestly, can that be beaten? Honestly, don't know. Bearded Dave there with an 18.4. Page is just starting a lap. That's just starting his lap. Big Boy is came back round into the pits after that spin. Again, we'll see if he comes back out, but I just hope he didn't get rear end damage. As he took that spin, he did so well to stop the car front end going in, but just unfortunate for him there. I'm assuming the Big Boy's light isn't flashing, so he could still have fuel to go again. I don't know if he wants to do a double scrub run or what. I mean, still 7 minutes left. The guys are straight out, I suppose. As Alvo says, good luck to everyone that's in Q3. We've got a new follower. Welcome to F1 Bobber. As yes, Paige loved overtaking us. Yeah, I could see it coming. I see it coming, and you did it. You did it well. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Welcome along, F1 Bobber. I hope you're well. I'll quickly hide that Discord in if you're interested in any form of this on the PlayStation Network. There's our Discord link. Get yourself in, have a chat with Bradfield, our trials admin, do a few laps with him. There we go, Big Boy is out, so he's happy to go again.
see what we can do for you. But once again, I hope you're having a good weekend, or had a good weekend. Nizzy is only 300s up, 300s up, but it's up. It's not going to get him any positions gained though. I've seen some good times. I mean, even the 17.1 and the 17.3 are good times. But Senna has just knocked it out the park with that one. Has Nizzy made all his time up? He has, you know. Wow, that is half a tenth. 600ths there behind Senna. So you saw in the previous lap it would have been sector 3 where Nizzy has lost all his time and he's made it all back up there. Well done, mate. Vamsel back out. Venom is in the pits. Peter, I think, might just be starting. Page with a 17.8. That's a good time there from Page. As I've got yellow flags, but I think for nothing. Oh no, Peter is out of fuel, so he's going to just slowly make his way back to the pits. Ooh, he's onto the grass. There's big boy. Have a look as he makes his way through this final chicane. Yeah, he's not. I don't know if that's lag, but he did not look comfortable entering that chicane there. Anyway, it was only his outlap, so... Oh, it's not even big boy, man, it's Banana. Oh, God. Brain fart. Big boy then, so he's going to put a time on the board, and that's a 17.9 from Big Boy. So, the guys still got to find time. Nizzy into pits. Vamsel just starting his lap, so let's ride on board with him. Let's see if he can make any improvements. Go getting that car left, swing it right over the AstroTurf, avoids the curb on turn 2, goes over it slightly on turn 3, that's alright, keeps it tucked in. Now same again here, going wide left to swing it in right, not to power down too early because you don't want to end up in that gravel, but now he's breaking it down again over that apex. That's a good exit. I was going to say that was an alright exit, that one from me. Drops it again, opens it up. Ooh, might have been a little bit wobbly on that. Might have lost a tenth. Again, attacking them corners. Not scared of the curbs or the AstroTurf. So he's half a second up. That's looking much better from Mini Ramsel now. As we're into sector 3. Feather that throttle around, just let the car do all the work. Now he's got to find his turning points nice. Takes the curbs, just goes straight over them, doesn't care about it. Nah, stuff it. Attack, and Mini Ramsel takes P1 by nearly, is that 2/10? Is that 1/10 and a half? Wow, there's me saying, take your time, take it nice. Nah, stuff that, you old fart. Just attack the course, attack the corners, over the curbs you go. Look at that, that's pole position for Mini Ramsel. That's a great time, that. That is an absolute great time. A 16.693. Well done, mate. Well done. Beat Dave next on the lap. He's nearly 3/10 up. There you see Beat Dave just nice and easy through. Getting his apexes. Totally different to Ramsel. And Beat Dave puts himself P5 with a 17.7. That's a good time, that, from Beat Dave. Again, you can see the top 3 walking away with it at the moment. I think that might be it for Bearded Dave. Although he will have time to get round and go again. Whether or not he's got the fuel, I don't know. Yellow flags, what's that for? Yeah, that's for Mini Ramsel just slowing down and getting out of the way, I think. Oh, this is going to be coming into the pits. Senna out again. Nizzy starting again.
guys now starting the second runs. Was it Yash? So Yash must have just missed the him starting his lap. So Bearded Dave coming around. He's 2 seconds down, so he's got the fuel. This is it, all out for Bearded Dave from now on. He's got Nizzy. Page about to start her lap. Senna coming around, been validated, so this is his last chance now for Senna. Has he got the fuel? Certainly looks like he could have. Alright, Peter, can he get across that line in time? Yes, he can. Big Boy the same. Certainly will be. So Nizzy now coming out the final corner. Well, through the final corner now. Gets on the AstroTurf. Where can he put it? That's only P2 for Nizzy. Still front row of the grid, but that's that's just over a tenth behind Ramsell. So at the moment, Ramsell is your man sitting on pole as he sits in the pit. Oh, there must be a glitch because Nizzy can go again, and it looks like he's got the fuel, so I'm speaking a bit prematurely there. So it's going to be Yash first. Yash, oh no, Ramsell. Yash has moved up to P4 with a 17.2, so he's going to be ahead of his teammate with this Venom, who's going to start can only start as high as P5 as he comes into the pits. So we've got Paige next. What can Paige do? Paige is invalidated, so she cannot improve. Senna now, I think he might have mucked up that final chicane, you know. I could be wrong. Yeah, he's on the grass. He hasn't improved, so Senna can only start P3. We've got Bearded Dave. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, they've gone the wide route to let Big Boy pass. Big Boy, he's a tenth and a half up nearly, but he's going to stay P9th. Oh, he was down come the end. Banana Buster next. Well down on his time, so he's coming into the pits. Yes, he is. So Big Banana Buster is going to be in 10th. Big Boy is in 9th. Paige is in 8th. Peter is going to be in 7th. Bearded Dave in 6th. Ruthless Venom is 5th. Yash is in 4th. So Yash, need to start converting these good qualities into points, mate. Let's start at the day. Senna is going to be 3rd. Nizzy is going to be on the front row in P2. But pole position this afternoon is young Mini Ramsell. That's 2 poles in 2 weeks for him. Gotta get it done in the race though, mate. Let's bring it on today. So that somewhat climatic as Ramsell was in the pits there. He didn't have to come. Oh, there you go. I forgot as well, mate. So that's on me just as much as it is to you. Yeah, I forgot all about it. So we might roll it over to the next week. I don't know. We'll talk about after the race, mate. I was too caught up in the moment myself. So there we go. Mini Ramsell, a tenth ahead of Nizzy and a tenth and a half ahead of Senna. Guys, really good times. Really didn't expect to see any 16s. But again, you have just proved us wrong. Yeah, save it next. Next race side, it's Britain next. Yeah, we're just... You do anything now, you just get DQ'd from the race, so... Well, everyone's setting up. I'll grab a quick drink.
So we'll have a quick run through the grid. As you can see, every driver is on the medium tyres bar Peter, who is on the softs, and Jonesy, who is starting at the back, he's going to go on hards. So already we can see 3 different strategies. I like to see that, I really do. But anyway, front row of the grid, we've got the Williams of Mini Ramsel and the Haas of Nizzy. We've got the Red Bull of Senna and the McLaren of Yash on row 2. Row 3, it's Ruthless Venom and Bearded Dave. Swanee says a very well done to him, absolutely. Starting P6 a day, Bearded Dave. Again, another driver needing points pretty quickly now. As one to round 9, the gaps are starting to show in the league tables, and we know Bearded Dave's position doesn't warrant, doesn't match how good of a driver we know he is. Peter in 7th, again, same kind of season as Bearded Dave. His standings position may not necessarily represent how good of a driver we know he is. Paige, obviously, P8, finished P4, and I've said all I need to say about how well she's been improving. Same again from her, we're looking for. Big Boy is going to share that 4th row with Paige. No, he's not. He's going to share the 5th row, sorry, with Banana Buster. Again, Banana Buster now on the grid as opposed to in the chat, spreading them octopus arms that we know and love. Broken Arrow got a bit of work to do after his podium last week. He's going to start in 11th. Maniac in 12th, again looking for a good race from him. Scooby Stew, we know how steady he is. Curly looking good there in 14th. Can he get back into the points? Another P10 at least, hopefully for him. Andy Lou, who would have had his Q2 band starting in 15th. Regardless, Swanshank 16th. Styles is in 17th, and Jonesy is in 18th. There we go, so all cars now have lined back up onto the grid. We are seeing 5 red lights but no revs, as we know. We do have the glitch. So here we go, the revs, and it's go, 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 and they're away, and that's a good start by Ramsel. Nizzy's tucked straight in behind to get his slipstream. As the Red Bull in the background there is being flanked, being swamped by the 2 McLarens going into turn 1. Ooh, Yash looked to break a bit late, but got all right there. As we're looking, it looks like it was a white car spinner. That could be for Paige. Yes, it is. Paige has had a spin in turn 1. I hope there wasn't any contact made there. Peter's out the race already. Peter is out the race already. That's a yellow flag. That's a virtual safety car. That's a virtual safety car for the Ferrari, so we don't have no more representatives for Ferrari. Unfortunately, it looks like coming round turn 3, Peter could have took some inside curb on turn 3. I don't know. But unfortunately for Peter, that's his race ended prematurely. If these graphics are correct, Jonesy's just made 7 places in 3 turns on them hard tyres, so do not rule out a last to first from Jonesy today. And I did see it in the comments. There you go. Addy has already said it. Hashtag Jonesy for the win. Well, he's just made nearly half the grid in 3 corners. Oh, as I don't know, that might have been a bit of lag there. Thankfully, I no penalty flags there. It really looked like Jonesy was going to touch wheels with Andy Lewis. We're back under green flag racing. We're going to jump on board with Ruthless Venom to see what the gaps. And just look at how much Nizzy's moved ahead of him, but look at that. Mini Ramsel is already 2.3 seconds ahead. So I'm going to say it straight away what Jonesy said to him last week. Just hold that distance. There you go. I heard your throttle lift there. That's it. You've got 31 laps. It's all about consistency. Just keep that gap to the car behind. There you go. 2.5 seconds. He's already making his way as the Maniac. Gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Don't know what's gone on there with the Maniac. Sure, must have big corner. Might have been a bit lag there from Nizzy, but look at this, Ruthless Venom right up his gearbox. Ruthless Venom, we see, is already overtaken his teammate, and he's capitalised off someone else dropping down as well. Yeah, for Peter being out the race, I do believe he's capitalised on that. See, Jonesy has dropped a place though, down to 12th. Quick look, Curly though, already up to 11th. He's getting a little bit of a train behind him, but he won't mind that. As Mini Ramsel puts in a 1:21 on the medium tyres straight away. That's a good time to beat. There we go, see, he's already 3.2 seconds ahead in Izzy now. If this carries on the way he wants, this could be quite a masterclass performance from Mini Ramsel. Car number 2 as well there. And that's it. I like that helmet design. Yeah, he's put a little... Good to see drivers put a little... just a couple of seconds into the helmet design. Oh, down, big boy, making inroads on Bearded Dave. Bearded Dave up to P4 because Ruthless Venom has had to pit. Ooh, Senna's in the pits as well for me, for Hards. And Page is pitted as well. Ooh, early pit stops there for the guys. Don't know if Senna's tyres will go to the end. Will they go 30 laps? We shall see. Them guys there have had to pit after only 2 laps. Mini Ramsel again, putting in the fastest lap. And we'll look down now towards the midfield. Scooby Stew under pressure from Andy Lou. Andy Lou having a good start as well. Already up a few places there. In fact, we'll have a quick look at who's done what kind of changes. There you go. Andy Lou gets past Scooby Stew, going down that long pit straight head, main straight there, into turn 1, quite easily done. Broken Arrow up 5 places, look at that, into P5. That's good to see from him. Obviously you see 2, 4, 6 drivers unfortunately haven't had the best starts, but as we know with these races, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Safety car, anything could happen to get you right back into the race. Still a long way to go. 29 laps still remain in this race. As you can see, Andy Lou. Oh, we're going to jump on board with Styles now. He's making inroads on Jonesy. Medium tyres onto Hards. Is Jonesy going to just hold him off? Styles to the inside. Might have expected Jonesy to leave a little bit more room. Jonesy got his elbows out there, I think. That was well read by Styles. Back right out of it. Again, get that DRS now. Can we see him coming down this straight? Got that yellow fuel light flashing already, so we know he needs a safety car. He's going to have to whack it into low fuel mode, and that's obviously quite an easy overtake this early on. Curly up into the points as Ruthless Venom puts in the fastest lap, and the Maniac has picked up a time penalty. Into P9 early on for Curly. He's done very well thus far. Broken Arrow now onto Andy Lou. This is where the 2 guys have got to be really careful. Obviously Andy Lou from Europe and Broken Arrow from the USA, so connections. I think these drivers live furthest apart from each other. Broken Arrow, as we know, he just plays a smart game, doesn't he? No silly risks. Got his own strategy and he just gets on with the job. Right, let's see how long it lasts now then. Shame it's not for any points yet. We've got Swanshanks now in P12 all over the back of Jonesy. And you know the crowd are going to be wanting to see what happens between these 2 guys. Have a look from Swanee's point of view. So come down the straight. Jonesy, yeah, he has got DRS. I was going to say his DRS isn't open there. And even on the harder compound, it looks like Swanshank's a bit of a sitting duck because he goes round wide. Careful of his, yeah, he knew his release. His re-entry wouldn't have been good. He would have gotten into someone's way, so wisely he just pulls over to the side, slots back in, loses a position, but he lives to fight another day. Styles now on the back of Curly. Then we'll see how much Curly defends this, because we're coming up to the... Oh, looks like Andy Lou must have had a spin there. And he's now lost a couple of positions. A few positions to be fair. No, Styles is just going to stay behind Curly through sector 3 and look to get that overtake done on the next straight. Look at this already, 5 seconds the gap between Mini Ramsel and Nizzy. This is going to turn into a real masterclass from Ramsel. Yeah, just not pushing it. You see it the same as the last time, just lifts the throttle coming round turn 3. Maintain the car speed. Throttle off, that's it. Using the car's grip to turn the car as soon as it's straight. Transfer into the accelerator, down that little hill he goes. And rinse and repeat, and he's over 5 seconds ahead of Nizzy. And Nizzy, however, is 5.5 seconds ahead of Yash, so wow. Really good drive. And Yash is 2.5 seconds ahead of Big Boy. So the gap's already forming. Got the nice smooth sound there, the Red Bull engine in the ear. I really like the sound of this engine. Bearded Dave just taking it nice and easy as Yash has spun. Oh no, Yash has spun it. Yeah, it's that right hander again, isn't it? It's turn 12, isn't it? Turn 12. Ah, mate, that's a nightmare, that. 10 seconds, you can make 10 seconds up. Long way to go in this race. Loud broken arrow though. He's got the DRS. Yash's tyres will be far too hot. And again, on that straight into turn 1, it is quite an easy overtake. Broken arrow there, looking like he had a good straight line speed. That has allowed Bearded Dave now to get up into the positions. And what's happened here? Banana Buster. He's had a spin. Who's that? The Curly as well. I think both drivers have had a spin coming through turn 1. Possibly halfway through turn 1 or into turn 2. Oh, it's not good to see. Senado on the hards. As Page gets past the Maniac. Again into turn 1. Make that move nice and easy. Unfortunately, Andy Lou has had to pit. Quite possibly for a nose change. And Banana Buster is Yash. He's just lost a couple of positions there on that DRS straight. I don't know, he might have some wing damage. Off his spin, can we see any damage? Can't see anything there, it was going too quick. I can't see anything visible. Obviously allowing other guys, like I say, the likes of Big Boy, Bearded Dave, Broken Arrow, Scooby Stew, even Styles, allowing them to get further ahead in the grid. Again, long way to go, but you can still, through your confidence, pick up some good points here. Jonesy, after 8 laps, has made up 10 positions already. So yeah, it's not, as Yash picks up the 3-second time penalty. So obviously I think it's getting easier and easier to some people now. Well, last to first, that's easy as out. Oh, good evening, there's the Mr. John. Good evening to you, my love, and I hope you're nice and relaxed up there. Up in the old bedroom there. Where all the magic happens. Of course it doesn't. Happens on track. And who's the guy that's going to be causing the magic? Has Yash got a bit of magic in him here? He's making inroads on Banana Buster. Can't see nothing. Coming through the last chicane now. Can he get a better exit than the car in front? No, you see there, Banana's just pulled a little way ahead. We know how powerful the DRS is here. He's got his battery deployed, and see how close he's getting up with the slipstream. And there you go. That's a position gain for Yash. Now Jonesy has lost out of position here to Swanshanks. Jump on board now. See it from Jonesy's point of view. He's going to have, excuse me, DRS up when if they get that far. As we see Jonesy braking a bit later there than Swanshanks. As we see Page and the Maniac are swapping positions once again. Again, we're going to have a look on board. This time with Jonesy and Swanee. This time it is for a few points. P8 and 9. The battling for, but was this Venom? Oh, he's into the mix now. He's just going to have Jonesy there, and he's going to disrupt this party. Takes the inside of so Yash go wide there. And he's now battling with Banana Buster through that right-hander. Getting it done there nicely. So just for now, we've got Ruthless Venom in between Swanee and Jonesy. But I'm sure he'll get past Swanshanks. He's going to be the driver with DRS. Swanshanks there trying to move over. Although as we see, it's not good enough. Ruthless Venom gets that position well before the braking zone. Oh, Swanee's well watched there by Jonesy, but unfortunately Swanshanks has took a spin. And Yash at the same corner again, so it's at turn 2. Tyres are really going to be cooking up now. Both drivers quite possibly could be looking for a pit stop pretty early on to get onto them hards. Good vision, good awareness there by Jonesy, managing to slow the car down enough just to avoid Swanshanks, because he didn't ghost until Jonesy was literally past him. That could have been a disaster. The top two now are absolutely, like I say, they're just running away with it now. Boy, 2.5 ahead of Bearded Dave. Just needs to hold on. I can't remember off the top of my head if Big Boy's already had a podium. Trying. Yeah, just needs to keep the Bearded Dave behind him. And we're all good. Yash and Swanshanks now. Senna. See the heat coming off Senna's Honda there. Honda engine. Red Bull. Swanshanks is closing in on Senna though. Still got some good life in them tyres, the Swanshanks. This is where the closest battles are at the moment, as the gaps are starting to form. For some, they'd like to see this just be a dull, boring race. Just keep it like this till the end. Obviously, you've got some guys out of position down here. I really want to be pushing on. As you see, is Senna going to go on the Yash? No, he's not. Oh, just getting ahead of Swanshanks now. So that's a little bit of a gap. Swanshanks seems to be braking a little bit later, but they're getting the better exit. But we're going to find out here, because Swanshanks is obviously well within a second as Yash goes wide. Senna nearly follows him. So Senna's going to be right past Yash. There we go, as we speak, he's made that move. Can Swanshanks get the inside line? No, just too far behind Yash. just holding that distance. I don't know if it was just me earlier on, but this, you really felt the effects of the dirty air a lot more on this track than I have with others. I can't even think if the Netherlands was that bad when I raced it there. So anyway, we'll jump further ahead into the grid now. We've got Broken Arrow and Scooby Stu going after that P5 position. I was going to say Mini Ramsel. He's in the pits. Is that a hard tyre white wall? There we go. Yes, it is. So that's Mini Ramsel's pit stop done, and that's him good till the end. Now, can he get out ahead of Big Boy? I think he is, you know. Oh, of course he is. Well ahead. Good 2.5 seconds. There you go. You can just see him in the background. He's done the undercut on Nizzy. Is Nizzy extending his lead to Ramsel? Oh, I don't think he got that corner right. 13.4. And he's losing time to Ramsel already, so Ramsel feeling confident today, looking for that first win. Of course, the second pole of the season in his bag already today. Now he's looking for that first win. Really get him up into the top half of the table. Of course, he is only about 3 or 4 races into the season himself. Did start a little late. Styles couldn't get past Scooby Stu there. And so it's Banana Buster now. He's the one pressurising Jonesy. I know I said earlier on that a soft hard wouldn't work. I don't think a soft hard would work. As we see, Nizzy into the pits for the hard tyres. However, Nizzy is falling further down the order. He hasn't came out ahead of Big Boy and Bearded Dave. So Nizzy must have lost a lot of time. I wonder if he needed a wing change. But we know Nizzy will have the pace to catch up to these guys, and these guys ahead obviously still have to pit for their change of tyre. So we've got Swanshanks into the pits also. I was going to say a good little battle there, them two. Look, so Broken Arrow, he's going to be within, no he's not, he's just outside of the second, so Scooby Stu is going to be the next man with DRS. Jonesy has conceded that position to Banana Buster. Yeah, so like a soft hard wouldn't work, but would a hard soft? Swanshanks doing a 2-stop. Got to be doing a soft, medium soft. Softs on this early in the race. Fortunately, that has put him out right at the back of the queue. See, Big Boy has entered the pits. Mini Ramsel 6.5 seconds to the Bearded Dave. Already, and he has made his pit stop. Great day so far for the Williams driver. Curly picks up a 3-second time penalty. Just have a look. Within a second, having a look. Jonesy back within a second. There's Banana Buster. Jonesy the championship leader. Oh, Mini Ramsel has picked up a 3-second time penalty. It could come back and bite him at the end though, but the way he's been driving, I think he can I think he can get rid of that 3 seconds in pace. Jonesy though, don't think he's going to get the move done down the straight. Ruthless Venom has getting in within a second of Scooby Stu, so you've got to expect Ruthless Venom to make a position gain in the next, well, by the time he gets into turn 1. We've got Styles as well. Good exit, yeah, that looked alright to me. He's going to get his battery open. It's DRS. Unfortunately, Broken Arrow is a bit of a sitting duck. the outside the corner. Definitely want the inside line. That's a good move there by Styles. Into P4 momentarily. A lot of these go well from P3 all the way down to P10. I'm sure the guys, well, P9 have to pit again. Senna pitted very early on for the hard tyres. I think it was after like lap 1, maybe it's lap 2 he's had to pit. So he's good to go to the end. Whether or not he can make them go to the end, I do not know. Again, Scooby Stu. No, sorry, with this Venom on Broken Arrow. Ooh, we've seen so many drivers lose it there as well. I think that might have been where Andy Lou lost it in Q1. Breaking it down, just staying behind Broken Arrow. Again, 2 laps in a row, I'm afraid. Broken Arrow, I think he's going to be a sitting duck. Because Styles is already nearly 2 seconds ahead. Again. It wouldn't surprise me after what I seen last week that Broken Arrow does a medium soft. His setups do seem to be very well set up for good tyre management. Again, didn't give it up as easy as that time, but with this Venom does make the position and he makes it stick. It's Jonesy and Banana Buster. Yeah, Jonesy gets that overtake done going into turn 1. Banana Buster just going to hold behind, is he? Jonesy seems to be getting away at the moment. Already half a second as Andy Lou gets past Curly. So Scooby Stu is attacking Broken Arrow, but can Broken Arrow attack with this Venom? Got this little DRS straight here. I think with this Venom might be too far away for Broken Arrow to make a move. Yes, he is. How close can he get to him? Again, gaps just starting to form, aren't they? Again, it's lap 19 now, well over halfway. We've had 1 DNF, which was on lap 1, and it only caused a VSC. So we've had some fantastic racing today. Let's keep it going for the second half. It was Ruthless Venom now, yeah, easily past Styles. Coming into turn 1. Although now I've seen the last few overtakes, it's getting more towards the braking zone. It's looking a bit more tighter, isn't it? As Senna gets past Banana Buster into turn 1 again. That's where you're making all your moves happen so easily. Well, making it look so easily. It's that long straight in it, and you've got the slipstream, the DRS, ARS, the battery, or whatever it's called this year. It's Curly and Page, and Curly and the Maniac. Oh, because Curly's in the pits. Curly in now to make his pit stop. And he's gone onto the softs. Is Curly going to try to make them stretch for 14 laps? I bet he is, you know. Styles just losing out ground there. Scooby Stu right in behind Broken Arrow. Off that short DRS straight. Jake Wilson says, great so far, and cheers, 100 bits. Thank you very much, boss man. But yes, it certainly has. This big boy gets a 3-second time penalty. It has been very much enjoyable. It really has been. Senna now, both the same compound tyres as the man in front, Jonesy. Swoops across. He is allowed to make that move, yes. And then he holds his line. Senna, nice and easy, like we've all seen it all race off everybody. Yeah, but it's been so respectful going through turn 1 as well. It's great to see drivers just haven't like tried to stick a wheel in there to send someone off track or anything. It has been really good to see and really entertaining. Coming down this mini DRS straight now with this Venom right on the back of bearded Dave. So if his earlier pit stop was a mistake, it looks like he's rectified all that. So
I believe he was in P4 when he had to pit, so he made his way back there to P4, all under green flag conditions, which again makes it so good to see. Guys, when you know you've got a faster driver behind you, there you go, that time, there you go, before they even start going downhill, he gets it done. But again, very respectable there from Bearded Dave, as we've seen from everybody all race. Now Dave just needs to try to hold within a second. So further down there, you see the gaps form and then they close up. There's Jonesy this time, he's going to go, ooh, I was going to say, I thought he was going to try to go around the outside, but just decided against it. And I felt he was going to try to go around the outside again, but I think he's just held back, and I think he's just going to relax behind Senna, look for the DRS on the next lap. Oh, that's all it seems to be in it. You've got to, if you kind of get the move done in turn one, you kind of just got to a little bit of understeer, I think, there from oversteer from Jonesy. There, nice and easy through there. Not to battle too hard. Jonesy though does have to make his pit stop, and like I said, I think it's going to be for soft tyres. I really do. Quick, moving up down the grid. No, it's still Jonesy, I'm afraid. But dancing from car to car there, but yeah, as you can see, the gaps are starting to form now. As Jonesy might have picked up a warning there, but again, not be too bothered about losing a bit of time to Senna there, because it's still a second and a half, 1.6 ahead of Banana Buster. Yes, it's probably just at that dull point of the race at the moment, so we'll have a focus with Venom. So currently your race leader, and he's about to overlap the Maniac pretty soon, I think. Never mind, that's not what it's about. But Mini Ramsel, he's got a 3-second time penalty, but like you can see, he's nearly 13 seconds to Nizzy. So that's 3-second time penalty is not going to mean diddly squat at this moment in time. Again, he can't relax. Banana Buster picks up the 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Nizzy just have to, if he wanted that race win early on, like I know everyone does, I think he's just got to settle now for P2. And two guys, of course, started on the front row in P1, P2, and are in exact same positions. They've both made the pit stops from mediums onto hards, so they're good to go to the end. I think Nizzy needs a safety car though to at least get half a chance to challenge for the win. We're seeing the Bearded Dave and Broken Arrow now coming into the pits for soft tyres. There you go. Broken Arrow, like I said, going to put them soft tyres on. 22 laps he's put on mediums, as the rest of the guys have as well. 22 laps on them for Styles. Jonesy might have wished he put the hards on, but never mind. You see, it is his discretion, and there Maniac puts in the fastest lap of the race so far. Looking to pick up that point. It's at least a P10 finish. Oh, Ruthless Venom now has made inroads onto Nizzy. That was very quick, that. I didn't even spot that. This is for the second P2 for Ruthless Venom. Is Nizzy going to fight it? No, he's not, but Ruthless Venom hasn't got the pace to get past him this lap. Gap was just too far. Obviously, oh, his Banana Buster's out of the race. Where's he lost? There, he's got lost it going into the pit, so that's going to be a safety car, surely. Yes, it is. Oh, and it's just past the pit entry. But Jonesy's laughing here. He managed to dive straight into the pits, and he's going to whack on the set of softs. So lap 27, we're going to probably get
green flag racing, that's going to set up Jonesy nice. Especially if you can gain a few positions from this, from the pit stops from the guys ahead. Broken arrow. That's a great shame from Banana Buster. I don't know if he's hit the wall going into the pits or what. Or if the wall's just not got out his way. But again, guys, to get to lap 24 before the first safety car, and it will be the one and only safety car, I'm sure of it, if we come out at lap 27. A VSC and a safety car, that's fantastic stuff. But that's obviously going to let every driver now jump onto the soft tyres and be able to go to the end. So Styles is into the pits. This Venom hasn't pitted. Hold on. Oh, he's already pitted, of course. He's already pitted. I'm thinking he had to pit. He hasn't. He has. He's already pitted. There we go. Oh, did he not do... He started on mediums, though, so he does still have to pit. Menace Max! There you are! There's them octopus arms. Oh, Banana Buster said, "Oops." Yeah, did you hit the wall, mate, of the pit lane? Did the pit lane not give you any room? I could be wrong. I need to check. Oh, we've got a car into the wall. Who's that? Who was that? That Jones? It wasn't Jonesy, was it? Go with man, son. Oh, I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't, but it looked like it might have been. Yeah, so I'm going to check the race director here. Stops. Ruthless Venom, medium. Yeah, Ruthless Venom has to stop again. He has to stop for another compounded tyre. So that could have been a bad judgment call there from Ruthless Venom. Let's see if he jumps into the pits now, because he is going to lose a lot of places if he leaves it any longer. He's staying out. Oh, this could be a massive mistake by Ruthless Venom. For some reason it's put him in. As Nizzy has come into the pits. Again, it's a lap later from Nizzy, so he's going to lose a lot of positions. He's whacking. Oh, it's rain at the end, isn't it? Of course, it's rain at the end. He's gone onto the Inters early. I've never seen any rain. And I forgot about it because we never had it. This is our first safety car. But Nizzy is going to come out into 5th. And it is looking cloudy, but I cannot see any rain. The wall jumped out on you. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But God, so unfortunate, mate. But yeah, I forgot. Someone said there was rain at the end of the race, and obviously earlier safety cars would have brought the rain in earlier. Wow. Obviously there's a quick position change. Styles is obviously on course for driver of the day. Thus far, sitting in P4, started P17. Jonesy up 8 positions, up 10 positions into P8. But yeah, tyres. Nizzy, only driver on the intermediates. Is it going to get wet enough? Oh, is that rain? I think that might be a bit of spot of rain. There we go. So, going to have, by the end of lap 27, it'll be in. So we'll have 20. Looks like we're going to have 6 laps of racing if my maths are correct. It's been a long time since I've been good at maths, so. This might have been Nizzy's chance to get the race win. Hey, Ramsel has to pit. Ruthless Venom has to pit. I think that pit stop might have won Nizzy the race, I'm not going to lie here. Bearded Dave is going to be the head of the train when the safety car comes in. Yeah, look at that. Look at the positions now. Ramsel, unless everyone flies in to the pits at the end of this lap, as it's not Curly, unfortunately. It's, yeah, is Curly on the lead lap? I think he is, you know. So we've basically got to wait for Curly to catch up. Oh no, it's going to be safety car regardless, isn't it? Welcome to the stream, HPGK. I hope you're well. Is there any spots left in this league? Well, mate, we are always welcoming new drivers. There is the Discord link. If you'd like to join, you'll have to do a short trial with our trial admin so we can determine your pace. Yeah, we've got like 5 divisions, an F2 division. Or depending on your pace, we can get you into a reserve spot for certain divisions. But there's always opportunities to race for guys with good attitudes and keep it clean and all that good stuff. There you go, and I think that's him into the Discord there now. So welcome, mate, welcome. Curly pitted for the medium tyres. So we're going to look at Nizzy now, as Bearded Dave has dropped the pedal. But who's going to be on the better tyre? And it looks like the Inter's already. Could be the easier tyre. Who's that? The Maniac has got to come in right at the end. Yeah, Swanshanks in. Curly in. Oh, Swanshanks might have done it earlier and had to repit. I don't know if the Inters are the right tyre just yet. Dave just holding half a second as we've got a yellow flag for Curly, I do believe. Yes, it is. As we see Nizzy going around the outside, looking for a bit of a switchback here. Yep, you got a better exit than Dave there, so that's Nizzy taking the lead the race. So now there's 2, 4, there's 6 cars between him and Ramsel. Obviously these 6 cars, I feel, are going to have to pit, but it's all a matter of when. And the gap to the leader is, I don't know, I can't find it. There you go. Mini Ramsel is 4 seconds behind the leader, as we're seeing a car spin round there. I think that was Broken Arrow, and we've got Big Boy coming together there with Ruthless Venom, I think. Oh, it's definitely look like coming together there, as the intermediate tyres do seem to be the one. There, Big Boy putting his elbows right out there, not letting anybody through. I don't know if that is a spinner, is just entering into the pits. As we see drivers having to come to the pits there now. Yeah, I think Nizzy got that one spot on, didn't he? That intermediate tyre change, I think that's won him the race, because he's 6 seconds ahead of Ruthless Venom. And he's 8.2 seconds away from the former race leader, Mini Ramsel. Wow. I think it was, you know, I think that might have won him the race, as we're seeing now. Almost all the drivers onto intermediates. But Styles has lost a position. Jonesy, though, he's up into P4. A podium very much still on for Jonesy. Let's see if we can get Mini Ramsel, get that podium. I know he's got the pace. He's been extending his pace all the way through this race, and now he needs to use it to close in on Ruthless Venom, and he is doing that. 1.6 now, although he's just lost a tenth or two coming through that chicane. As Curly says, Jeff screwed him over. Yeah, we've seen that happen as well, mate. Loads of times people have chose one tyre and it's given them another. I think for this, the amount of money that gets put into this game is absolutely crazy. But we've got Swanshanks now. He looks like the closest. Again, no DRS. It's all about driver skill. Be patient, wait for the driver in front. Will he make a mistake? Maniac still on the dry compounds. I think he's being royally screwed over by Jeff today. Swanshanks is using that slipstream to get in front of him. To get close to him, sorry. But Bearded Dave just enough to keep ahead. Going into turn 1. Got Styles now. Within a second of Jonesy. So keep on that slipstream. Watch for that dirty air. Styles P5 last week. Can he do the same again this week? Obviously he wants to go one better. Again, he started on the back row of the grid today. No pressure. He's doing a stellar job. Jonesy, yeah, it's just about taking his time. But here we go, Mini Ramsel within a second of Ruthless Venom. Can he get it done? Obviously no DRS, so it's all about slipstream, all about battery. Have a look, yeah, oh, Ruthless Venom still got 2/3 of his. Fortunately Ramsel's using all of his battery just to keep up with Ruthless Venom. Ooh, yeah, he's picked up another 3 seconds there, so penalties are going to play a big part. Speaking of penalties, we'll have a quick look at them now. Mini Ramsel, unfortunately, I think he's just given the podium to Jonesy now. Unfortunately for him, I think Nizzy has we've got a yellow flag for sector 3. Who's that for? I think that might have been for Senna. Yeah, it might have been for Senna getting a bad exit out the final chicane. Back on the tyre as well. We'll take it off tyres because we know. Quick little position changes then. There you go, Jonesy and Styles. Definitely 2 up for driver of the day today. Thus far. Mini Ramsel wants to cross that line as high as he possibly can. So Bearded Dave gets a 3-second time penalty. Down to Swanshanks, who is on the back of Bearded Dave. I thought that was a car over that side there. Oh, Swanshanks. Well held there, sir. Well held. And, ooh, don't disrupt the car by hitting them yellow curbs, mate. Especially here. Oh, but he did get one. It's a Bearded Dave. Bearded Dave is in the wall, I'm afraid. That's not good for the Bearded Dave. Because he's just unfortunately fallen down the order and he has got some wing damage. He's at the pit entry, but that's going to be a sickener for him. And no, Page back up into P8. Possibly P7. Who's that? Oh, that'll be the Maniac just off to the side, getting out the way. Again, Bearded. Evening, Tommy. How are you doing, buddy? As you've just tuned in, Jonesy's trying for a last to first. And he's nearly last to, and I'm sure he's on the podium already. Penultimate lap now. Excuse me. You've missed a very entertaining race. We've only had a couple of yellow flags, as unfortunately. Oh, Styles, no! Get that car around and get back underway. He's facing the wrong way. He's doing good and waiting, but that's going to get him disqualified there. Don't. Oh, well. Styles, of course, was doing so well. But he's had a spin. Where's that out to turn 12? And that's going to be him DQ'd, I'm afraid. There you go, disqualified for Styles. That's so unfortunate for him. We've got another yellow flag, sector 3. Oh, that'll be for Styles' cars. Ghost. So, Nizzy. Penalties. He's on the final lap now. He has. Oh, Ruthless Venom has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. That don't matter then, does it? But there you go, you can see, unfortunately, Ramsell, 11 seconds worth of penalties there. That's going to drop him down a position, I'm afraid. Jonesy just needs to keep it all good, keep it clean, bring it home, obviously, and keep within that time. As Ramsell inside to get the outside of the curb there. That might have been a lag there. The cars were through each other. Mini Ramsell is up to P1 as Nizzy has won the Spanish Grand Prix. Ruthless Venom has finished second. Mini Ramsell currently in third, but I think Jones is going to take that off him now. Is he? No, he's not. Wow. I honestly thought Jonesy was going to steal that podium off him. Nevertheless, P4 for Jonesy from P18 is definitely a driver of the day contention. Yash finally, mate. Yes, P5 for Yash. One of only two, well, the only driver on the grid today yet to score a point. Gets himself double figures in points, as we saw someone pick up a penalty for an unserved penalty. Never mind. Page, P6, well done to you, Page, after that turn 1 incident. Great recovery drive. Swanshanks has finished the race, P7. Woo! Scooby Stew, solid again, mate. P8 for him, picking up a good couple of points there. Broken Arrow, back in still in the points. Some weeks better than the other, obviously. But yeah, more points for him. Senna rounds off the points in P10. Then we've got Big Boy, P11. Bearded Dave getting a penalty for corner cutting. He's picked up a lot of penalties. Curly is going to be 13th, but nevertheless, good finish, good drive from him, mate. Getting till the end. Jake Wilson says Swanee in the points. McLaren strong as hell. Yeah, with an internet connection. Yeah, I think it was a definite internet issue there. But there you go. 2 weeks in a row now for Nizzy. That's really going to get him closing the gap on Jonesy. However, Jonesy picking up a good solid 12 points today isn't going to allow that gap to be closed down too easy. As we have, oh, can you hear me, Swanshanks? Where you at, Swanee? As Jake has another 100 bits, or is that the one up before? I don't know, but that was class. Of course, he's just donated another 100 bits. Top race lead too, well deserved. Absolutely, definitely up there with best drives of the season. Any want to stand out? Obviously Jonesy started 18th, finished 4th. Congrats to Nizzy, congrats to Ramsell, congrats Ruthless Venom, congrats Jonesy, Yash, Page, every guy in the points. Swanee in the points, P16 to P7, that's a good drive from him. Rain at the end as well. Negated anyone else getting the fastest lap off the Maniac, so he's going to pick up a point for that. That's why you keep going to the end best you can. Even though he's a lap down, he's going to get that point for fastest lap. Page was the only one with no penalties, as that is generally the usual case, is it not, Page? But no, like I say, a good recovery drive from her. And as everyone's just diving out there, I don't think we'll probably have any interviews. I know the race winner doesn't dive in, so on that note, a very well done to everyone who managed to finish that race. 33 of you joining with at the end. I know the football took some spectators away this afternoon, but nevertheless, as we don't get to hear it in the comms box this week, I'll say it loud. Where you at, Swanee? Until next week, guys, in Great Britain, we'll see you then. Goodbye for now.